Then Job arose, tore his robe, and shaved his head, and fell to the ground and worshiped. Job chapter 1, verse 20. Day 2, arise and worship. Strengthen yourself. Job has received a succession of devastating news. He has lost his property, workers, and children all in one day. He is in great distress. But Job does something unexpected. He begins to worship God. One of the most challenging acts we can perform in a time of receiving bad news and great distress is to trust and thank God despite our new reality that arises forcefully and without notice. It is difficult to push past our confusion and say, God, I trust you. But we have to do it anyway. After receiving a diagnosis of cancer, it is important to be aware of what you need for the road ahead. And one of the most important and effective tools you have at your disposal is thanksgiving and praise to God despite your difficulty. During your time in reflection, it is important to say how you feel. Express what emotions you are feeling, whether it's shock, confusion, bitterness, or a sense of hopelessness. Acknowledge your emotions and give them to God. Once you give your emotions and disappointments to God, take on His peace and rest. There is a significance to rising in worship. When we do this, we remind ourselves of who God is. We remind ourselves of His faithfulness and power. We remind ourselves that He loves us and would not withhold anything that is good. In the end, we become strengthened through worship. Our load becomes lighter and our mind clear. We exchange our negative emotions and disappointments for peace and rest as we believe God can and will do the impossible. I'm excited about your future, your accomplishments, and all that God has in store for you. Give the extravagant gift of worship early and throughout this process. When you come out on the other end blessed, you'll be glad you did.